Hey guys, welcome back to Retired by 40. In this channel, I go over my portfolio every once in a while, talk about the market, and essentially just talk about early retirement. So let's jump into this week's portfolio breakdown. And really big news, I did actually hit my $50,000 mark that I set out to get by the end of the year. I didn't, if you saw last portfolio update video from last week, I didn't think I would hit it this year, but some nice things happened this week, which I'll kind of talk about in a bit. But yeah, I finally got $50,000 or 5% to my first million, and I'm pretty excited about that. As you can see here, total 50,361, and this week I made about almost a little bit shy of $3,000 in the market through RobinHood, my Vanguard account, my 401k, and my ESPP account. So the biggest gain for me this week was the day after the election. There are many people or many explanations out there as to why the market went up after the election, even though there was still a little bit of uncertainty the day after and 2 days after the election. Even now, there's still some people that are kind of doubting the results. But anyways, one camp is saying that since the Republicans are winning the Senate, that they will help the markets out. And then there's other people saying that since it looks like Biden is winning and combining it with the Republican Senate, that it's kind of a balanced system where there's not going to be too much change, where the left being in power of the presidency will be kept in check with the Republican Senate. I don't know what went on, but all I know is that it was a really good week. It was definitely the highest weekly gain that I've seen ever. The last one being 1,300 here, as you can see here. It doubled it, and that propelled me to being able to be at my goal of $50,000. So, as I said in the last video, my first goal for the year was to be around 40,000, but since the virus, I didn't have to commute. It was just cheaper all around for me. So I hit that around August, as you can see here. So then I made a new goal to have $50,000 by the end of the year instead, and now I've hit that. And assuming there's no weird shenanigans going on in in the upcoming months where the markets just tank, then I am good for the year. Now, to kind of conserve or preserve the earnings that I have currently, I basically don't have a lot of investments in Robinhood except for Apple and Vanguard. I do still have basically everything. 401k I can't really do anything about, and then the SPP again I can't really do anything about it. I don't want to sell anything from my ESPP account, and 401k is kind of controlled by a third party that my company uses. I really don't know too much about it. Anyway, so besides the weekly gain, I also contributed about $2,000, about $100 shy of $2,000, and that also helped me propel myself from 45,000 from last week to 50,000. And all in all, I think you guys can tell that I am pretty happy with my portfolio right now, and I'm looking forward for next year as well. A little spoiler here, but I am aiming to have at least $100,000 by the end of next year. So I'm 50% to my next year's goal, so that's also pretty darn good. In closing, I'm gonna talk a little bit about my little chart here. So I started recording around July, so these gains are not exactly they're not exact, but so far from what I've recorded, I have made $4,500 this year from all my accounts totaled. That includes Robinhood, Vanguard, 401k, ESPP. I also contributed almost $9,000, and in total, from what I recorded, I added $13,000, which includes the gains and the contributions for all my accounts. So it's been a pretty good year, even though half the year is missing here. Essentially, looking at these numbers, I've been doing a pretty good job and continue to do so next year. And I know the year's not over, but essentially for me, I'm not going to be doing that much investing. I don't think passive investing in Robinhood, continuing to contribute to my 401k, et cetera, et cetera. But I don't see myself doing too crazy moves any more this year. And other than contributions, which I think will be about $3,000 to $4,000 more remaining this year in both my ESPP and my 401k, plus a couple more in my Robinhood. I think I'm basically done contributing. I'll keep updating every week because I mean the market's still moving even if I'm not playing too much, right? Since I'll still have my 401k, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm just pretty happy about hitting this goal, and I'm kind of looking forward for next year at this point. But yeah, let me know down below if you guys had a really good after election day full of gains or if you lost. I don't think I saw any stocks in particular doing bad. I primarily follow tech stocks and those went up, as you can see. But I don't think anything went down or it tanked. I mean, maybe something went down, but it didn't tank after the election. But let me know. How's your portfolio doing? Are you on track to meet your goal for this year? Did you contribute what you thought you were going to contribute? But yeah, have a good one, guys. See ya.